Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Eldos Boxing. We back again. This week we got this. We got this fight week, June the 5th through the 8th. It's a big fight week. A lot of fights, a lot of cards, all across the country, all across the world. A lot of shit popping. We're gonna get into it. Before I do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe when you come on in. Appreciate it. We're gonna get to it for sure. We're gonna start with June the 5th. So this card right here, you can catch it out of Canada, catch it live on ESPN Plus. We know we getting down to the last couple of months for Top Rank Boxing and ESPN Plus. So you know what I'm saying, we gotta watch it while we can. But this one, out of the Tiger Promotions, you know what I'm saying, they got a good stable of fighters. You know what I'm saying? They got some good fighters on this card too. It's headlined by Albert Ramirez. He's like a top light heavyweight contender, like top five, top three in some of these sanctioned bodies. He's a good fighter. But here's the full card right here. Um, so yeah, you got some good names on this card. I like so Albert Ramirez, 20-0, good fighter. Like I said, he can be in the mix for David Benavidez or any of these other top light heavyweights. Christopher Guerrero, he's an up and coming guy, 14-0. He got some world rankings as well. Good young fighter on the rise. We got a good fighter at 140 on this card. Arthur Balasanov. I like him. Southpaw, durable, strong. So yeah, this is a good card though for you guys to tap into. Thursday, June the 5th. You know what I'm saying? ESPN Plus. Make sure you guys tap in with this one. All right, so we're going to the UK for this one. We got Josh Kelly. He is back. He got some high rankings in the IBF and the WBO at 154. So he's close to a world title. So he's coming back facing Baya. This is a fight set up for Josh Kelly to stay active and keep him in position for world titles. I know I seen our interview recently that he said he wouldn't mind fighting Baltimore Tazaliev. I mean, hey, if this team can get that fight, maybe they can bring him over. But first things first, he has to win. You know what I'm saying? And I like Josh Kelly as a fighter. I think he's fun to watch, entertaining, showboating. He got a lot of flair. You know what I'm saying? He's a showman. And he can fight too. You know what I'm saying? But we got to see. I know he had a lot of hype coming out the amateurs. He got stopped by Avanesian. He just been kind of on a certain level. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to face Liam Smith, which probably would have been his biggest win of his career, his biggest fight. Liam Smith had to pull out. He had to fight Ishmael Davis. He won that fight pretty clear, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, Kelly, yeah, it's time for him to after this one, I like to see him step up and challenge on the world stage. I think it's time. So we'll see. I don't have US TV for this, but this Wasserman Boxing in the UK. So Channel 5 if you want to tap in. All right, so here's a card right here. This is a Rare Owl Boxing on the Zone. You know, this is like a prospect series. They've been doing their thing based out of Houston, Texas. So you guys want to tap in. You got Twawiti versus Moreno. These are bantamweights is going to headline. So up and coming guys. You also have Antonio Perez, good young fighter. He beat Ben Williams last year on a Don King card. He's a good fighter. I think he like top 15 in the WBC at 135. But his fight with Alice Martin, we know Alice Martin. He used to fight with Golden Boy from Chicago. That's a good fight. Perez versus Martin. So yeah, man, this is June the 6th. You know what I'm saying? Friday night on the Zone. So you guys can tap in with that for sure. All right. Sticking on the Zone Friday night. This is a Hall of Fame weekend. You know, we got the Hall of Fame inductees going to go into the Hall June the 8th on Sunday. So they're having a fight weekend. This going to kick it off. So this Salida Promotions, you know what I'm saying? They got like 8 or 9 fights on the card. It's headlined by Brandon Moore versus Stanley Wright. So we're gonna go up the card. We got Bryce Mills on the card. He's a local guy. I think he's from Buffalo, something like that, upstate New York. Excuse me. So he's on the card. DeVale Smith, he had a tough fight his last fight. He's gonna face the journeyman Antonio Todd. DeVale Smith can fight. You know, he had a tough outing, but he's good. Bryce Mills versus Aaron Aponte. That's a solid fight. Aaron Aponte, I think he got like 2 losses recently, but he still can fight. Lazada, yo, she's nice. Puerto Rican fighter. She got skills. She gonna be a future world champion. You know what I'm saying? So look out for her. And then you got the heavyweight Price Taylor, big strong dude, like 6'4", 250. You know what I'm saying? He's a strong athletic fighter, heavyweight. So y'all tap in with that. That's on the undercard. Here's the main card right here. Fighting at 154. Joseph Hicks Jr. versus Wendy Toussaint. Pretty much a 50-50 fight. I like it. Real good fight. Hicks is a good boxer for sure. I know he was on the amateur team, U.S. amateur team. Wendy Toussaint been around for a while, fought everybody. 154. This should be a good fight too. Yeah, I like this one. They fight for an IBF regional title, so get the winner, get some world rankings. That's what's up. Joshua Pagan on the card from Puerto Rico. He's facing uh, Bernardin. This is a good fight, yo. I seen this kid Bernardin a couple times. He been fighting on some Philly cards. I think he's with King's Promotion. So this not. I mean, actually, this is a solid fight. Pagan is a good boxer though. He ain't really look good in his last fight, but up until that point, he been alright. You know, solid puncher, tall. You know, he's good. So this is a good matchup for him. These guys ain't getting easy fights, man. That's what's up. So I'm looking forward to that. Man, Pacino in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Jab Queen Boxer in the building. What's good? Salute. Yeah, I like this card. This card pretty solid. A lot of kind of even matchups. We got a unified world title fight on the card at 168. Franchon Cruz Zern. She'll be facing Ortiz, defending her 2 titles, WBC and WBA. So Catalina Ortiz was a Mexican Olympian. You know what I'm saying? She can fight. A little bit small for this weight, but she can fight though. She's a little scrappy. Franchon, you know what she brings to the table. She a dog. You know what I'm saying? She like to rumble. She can mix it up. She can be a boxer. She can be a brawler. You know, she got a lot of experience. Big time fight for her. She signed with Salida Promotions with the hopes to face Carissa Shields in a rematch. You know what I'm saying? So that would be dope. That would be a big time fight as well. But she have to get this win under her belt. Also, too, she can get the winner between Savannah Marshall and Shadeja Green. They fight in a unification at 168. I mean, the winner of that would be good too. She fought both of them already, so it's pretty tight. They can run that back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is a big moment for Franchon. You know, she always bring type of flair to the ring and shit, little style. So I'm excited to see her back. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Main event, we got some heavyweights. Gregory Carmichael, what's good with you, bro? So Brandon Moore, 6'6", heavyweight, about 240. You know, good boxer and stuff like that. Ain't the best, but he's solid. He's gonna come to fight. You know what I'm saying? He can sell the fight too. He's facing Stanley Wright. Stanley Wright is coming off an upset victory over Jeremiah Milton on Pro Box, I believe. And he dropped him in that fight. He ended up winning that fight over like 8 rounds of 10. I forgot how many rounds it was. But he was dog ass tired though after the second. I do remember that part. So he has to come in better shape. He was like 280 for that fight. Brandon Moore probably can outbox this guy, but we're gonna see because Wright is strong. He can punch and he's coming to win. So, you know, not a bad card though. Should be solid. This is a live on the zone Friday night. It's Hall of Fame weekend. So yeah, make sure you guys tap in. Yeah, that's gonna be a bang. Yeah, I think so too, bro. Yeah, I'm with it. That's gonna be a good one because Stanley Wright bringing that shit though, and he's gonna make Brandon Moore fight. I'm with that. So we got some more cards on the zone. If you guys want to tap in, like this is a place where you come here to this channel. We're not just talking about your favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about all fighters, all boxing cards. Whatever you need to find boxing, then I'm gonna point you in the right direction. This is a card from Ukraine, one of their only cards they had in Ukraine for a minute. So you guys can tap in with this. These guys is fighting on the zone. So yeah, if you got the zone app, man, just tap in with it. It's more boxing. To me, it's more boxing to learn these fighters and stuff like that. So yeah, I like the sneak peek, tap in with it. Because like we might see these guys on like another platform fighting bigger competition, better names. So I like to have the drop on everybody. So yeah, this is a card right here for you guys to tap into. Here's another one. This is a solid heavyweight fight. Zizan versus Alaleev. These are heavyweights. They fighting for the European title. Um, it's actually a pretty decent fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't probably know these guys like that, but I believe he fought at the WBC convention in Germany. He fought there. So you fight at a convention, they're gonna look out for you. So he's fighting for this European title, man. Heavyweights, like, listen, I like watching heavyweight fights because you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? One punch can end matters at the drop of the dime. So there's another card on the zone. If you guys interested, tap in. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? We watching boxing all weekend. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. My bro Mike in the building. What's good with you? God Self, what's good? Salute. Appreciate you coming through. Salute to you. Wish there was more promoters that did shows on other nights besides Saturday. Now for sure. Should have boxing every day. You said Friday. Yeah, this card right here and the card before, my bad. If I said Friday. I know the Franchon Cruz, her card is on Friday. And then I can go back. I got you. I can go back. Correct myself. So Josh Kelly, he's on Friday, June the 6th in the UK. We got this Red Owl Boxing from Houston. That's on Friday, June the 6th. And then we got Franchon. She's fighting on the zone, June the 6th. Saturday, we have these guys, June the 7th. This from the Ukraine on the zone. And then here goes Saturday right here, June the 7th. So yeah, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I make a mistake. I go back and correct myself for sure. Yes, sir. We want to make sure everybody good though. So I appreciate it. All right. So staying with June the 7th, Saturday, we got a card from the UK on Boxer. Now you guys can watch this card on Prime Video for free. No pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? This is the same place where we watched Caleb Plant and Charlo last weekend. You can watch it on Prime Video as well. This is Callum Simpson versus Ivan Zuko. So this is a big time fight actually for the rankings at 168 because Callum Smith is ranked across the board. He's an up and coming super middleweight. He's a good fighter. I like him. This is a European title too. Zorko is undefeated. I believe. I think he's from Italy. He undefeated though. So this is a good fight for Callum Simpson to keep that momentum. This is his third fight this year. He's fighting in a stadium fight where he's from. So it's I'm saying that's good. We got actually two stadium fights in the UK this weekend. So this is one of them. This is Boxer. Like I said, you can watch it on Prime Video. So you just gotta check your local listings and all that good shit. Reese Edwards is on the card versus Thomas Asamba. Reese Edwards is a solid fighter. I seen him recently on one of these Riyadh season cards. He fought McGrail on short notice, put up a good effort. He's a good fighter. He's on the card. Here's another up and coming super middleweight, Mark Jeffers. So Mark Jeffers was in line to fight IBF Eliminator versus Iglesias, but that fell apart. So he's gonna face American Sean Hemphill, who is a solid fighter. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a fringe contender. He fought William Skull. When William Skull fought Hemphill on the undercard of Canelo and Munguia out here in Vegas, right? So this is a good fight though because Hemphill is going to test him. He's long and rangy and can box. You know what I'm saying? Jeffers, he's good too. He's aggressive. He's strong. I think they're building up Jeffers versus Callum Simpson down the road. So this would make sense for him to be on this undercard and put on a good performance against the Americans. So we're gonna see. So like I said, you guys can watch this card on Prime Video Saturday. So it's gonna be in the afternoon. Y'all gotta check the times for wherever y'all at. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Um, is that Padley fighting again? Now Padley don't have a fight day yet. He don't have a fight day yet. I thought that was Padley. Now Padley don't have a fight day yet. And he's with Matchroom. That was a boxer show. Padley may be back on maybe like the end of maybe like August or September for Padley. Does IBF have fights at their convention? Not I haven't seen them have one. I think they're the only one that don't. Honestly, yeah, they don't. They got their convention this week. Nah, they don't. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, so here's another stadium fight. We got Fabio Warley against Justice Huni. We're gonna talk about this card because we got some good guys on the card as well. This is a WBA interim title fight, heavyweight title fight. So we're gonna touch on it. But here's the undercard. Chris O'Leary, big puncher at 140 pounds. I like him. He's a fun, entertaining fighter. He got Liam Dillon for a European title. But O'Leary is fun, aggressive, strong. He bringing that smoke. You know what I'm saying? He's on the card. Nelson Hassa. So he just came into the new WBA rankings. No, well no. Now let me correct myself. He moved up like 3 or 4 spots in the WBA rankings at heavyweight. He just signed with Queensberry. I think he moved up to like number 9 or something like that. So this would tell me he may be in position to fight the winner, Fabio Warley and Justice Huni at the top of the bill, or maybe Moses Atamu. You know what I'm saying? I know he's looking for opponents, but he's on the card in the 8 rounder. Mike Perez, cruiserweight now. He just got a new ranking in the WBA. You know what I'm saying? We know Mike Perez from back in the day fighting on HBO and shit. He's still hanging around. He is he's actually managed by Dylan White. Dylan White is on this undercard, but he still got TBA as an opponent. But he's on this undercard, Dylan White. He also manages Fabio Warley too. If Dylan White wins his comeback fight on this card, he's gonna fight Lawrence Okolie later in the year. That's what they're working on. And then who else we have? Sam Gilly. Sam Gilly is actually a solid fighter as well, a middleweight. So he's on the card. So there's actually some good fighters on the undercard for you guys to tap into before we get to the main event for sure. Um, Cam J in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right, main event, man. This is a good fight. It's a late replacement fight, but I still like the fight. It's supposed to be Jarrell Big Baby Miller. He pulled out with a shoulder injury. So Justice Huni, who was training already, he steps in. Justice Huni he's a solid heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Good boxer. I mean, he got a good win over Kevin Larenia. He got a good win over Tabiti. Those his 2 biggest wins. After that, he been fighting kind of lower level opponents. He had a high ranking with the WBO. He was number 1 with the WBO, but since he's fighting for another organizational title, the WBA, then they took him out the rankings, and that's why Moses Atamu is number 1 now. So he's facing Warley. Warley is the bigger puncher. You know what I'm saying? He got a mean streak in him. You know, he putting dents in these dudes' heads, and he getting these dudes up out of here. I like Warley in this fight because he's so aggressive. He's strong. He can box too. If it can be a boxing match, I think he can do well as that too. Huni is more of the boxer. I can see him kind of setting traps and counter punching. But I think eventually Warley gonna get to him and probably stop him. This is Warley's backyard. They're fighting in a soccer stadium where he's from in the UK. So it should be rocking and rolling over there. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how the atmosphere look. You know, it should be solid. You can catch this on the zone. This is Queensberry. You know what I'm saying? So Queensberry is doing some solid shows since they linked up with the zone. So this is another one. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody tap in with it. Another caveat to this, the WBA is doing like a little tournament. So these 2 guys, the winner of this, supposed to face the winner between Pulev and Michael Hunter. And that fight supposed to happen August the 23rd. Don King won the purse bid. So that's like a mini tournament. So we can determine who is the WBA mandatory for Usyk and the Dubois winner. So that's what this is right here. Should be a fun fight. For sure. Boxer versus puncher. No, for sure. That's what it is. He only might have to get some respect in there or fight cautious enough and be a good counter puncher because he's going to have opportunities to be a counter puncher. Warley is straight up, but he's so aggressive. Maybe he'll have. He only should at least be in range so he can counter punch, not always on the back foot and stuff like that. So we're going to see. Don came back with slick shit. Yeah, he pulled another move. He got the WBC to order Badu Jack versus Noel McKaylen. Noel McKaylen is Don King's guy. He took the Badu Jack fight on short notice, came up short. Don King and Mauricio. Don King is Mauricio Suleiman's godfather, so y'all already know what time that is. We don't even gotta talk about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. All right, so moving on. So here's another card on the zone that you guys can tap into. These guys is fighting in Boston. You know what I'm saying? At the Fenway Park at the where the Red Sox play at. So O'Toole, he's actually fighting a late replacement, Von Alexander. So, but you got guys like Abraham Nova, we know him. A lot of local talent. Jahe Brown is on the card against Kerry Gray. So this is on the zone. I want to see this because I want to see how the atmosphere going to look fighting in a baseball stadium. That's what they should do more of, though. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tap into this if you can remember, definitely for sure. So this will be on the zone. So yeah, I want to see the atmosphere for sure. Yeah, Don King be moved. He be doing his thing now, which is sad. Badu Jack school him. I thought it was a close fight though. Dude got tired. I thought Badu Jack won that fight, but it was close for sure. I don't think it was. I don't think it won a rematch though. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna slow up undisputed. All right, moving on. We got MVP. MVP has another card headlined by these ladies right here. Fiera versus Fiera versus Fiera. Maybe they pronounce it. We'll see how they pronounce it tomorrow. Well, at the fight. But Beatrice Fiera is the IBF champion, lightweight champion. She can fight. We got some young. This is like a prospect card, so a lot of young talent. Artavius Ingram, he's on the card. He's a good fighter, yo. He's good. Um, so a lot of these guys, Chaparero, I think he's signed with Amel Serrano, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Tellis is on the card. So a lot of young fighters. Here's the rest of the card right here. Marley, they just signed him MVP. He's a cruiserweight. Medeiros, he's a fun fighter. And Bree Howland versus Cardenas, those females fighting at 118. So, and they got a lot of business at 118 because they got Sharita Metcalf versus Dina Thorsland fighting a 3-belt unification on the Katie and Amanda undercard, July the 11th. Man, I can't wait for that card. But for the main event, look, Beatrice Fiera is like that. You know what I'm saying? She like that. She's strong. She's talented. Got a lot of hand speed. You know what I'm saying? Got good power. She can do it all. You know, she fights at lightweight. I expect her to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? Against Fiera this Fiera, I think she's from Argentina or some shit. But I think Beatrice Fiera, the champion, she retains her title, and she got some smoke at 135 because Caroline Dubois, that's the best fight right there. You know what I'm saying for her. Uh, Maybe Terry Harper. You have Stephanie Hahn as the WBA champion. Terry Harper is WBO at 135. Shoot, maybe if Alicia Baumgartner can't find no opponents at 130, if she want to come to 35, Alicia Baumgartner versus Beatrice Fiera is a bomb ass fight too. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended type shit. That's a good fight. Like technically, power, skills. That's probably one of the best fights to be made in boxing and women's boxing. But a lot of people ain't gonna really talk about it. Alicia Baumgartner versus Beatrice Fiera. That's a good ass fight. I would like to see that. But she got to win her fight right here, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. So this is on the zone too. So the zone got hella cards this weekend. You know what I'm saying? They got from big to small, all types of cards. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can tap in with this for sure. Yeah, Nova on that card. Yeah, Beatrice is nice. No, for real, she's punching. I think she only got 2 knockouts, but I think she actually punching better than what her records say. Nice. Tay in the building was good with you. I thought Beatrice, but man, I look like Matchroom getting out the business. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they're getting out the business of women's boxing. That's what it looked like. I don't know. Terry Harper is a free agent. You know what I'm saying? What's the use to having Beatrice Fiera if you letting Terry Harper go? Who's she gonna fight? And then they gave up Savannah Marshall. They gave up Chantel Cameron. Who else? They ain't messing with no more. Oh, the my girl at 122. God damn it. What's her name? Unified champion. Slipping my mind. They gave her up, dude. They gave her up too. She about to fight on. She signed with Jake Paul. Then her name gonna come back. Somebody in the chat know what I'm talking about. Put it in there. Big Supreme, what's good with you? Yeah, Carolina LeBron. I don't think she's ducking though. I don't think she's ducking though. You know what I'm saying? I lost money on 2 fights in a row with Beatrice for some reason. They allowed her division. Yeah, she was beating up on her. Yeah, she's with MVP now. She's with MVP. I don't think Carolina LeBron ducks her. I think Eddie pulled a fast one though. He kind of did that maneuver shit that he did. He tried to do to Michaela Mayer at 130. I don't think she ducked her. But that they still can fight though. That's what I'm saying. They still can fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. All right. We moving on. Pro Box. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Pro Box always coming with it. They got a card this Saturday as well from San Antonio, headlined by Justin Pardo versus the veteran Juan Carlos Burgos. I mean, Pardo, man, he been looking good as hell his last couple of fights. You know what I'm saying? He had a loss against Mordueño, but I thought he actually won that fight. And since then, he been sleeping shit, all boxing people and sleeping shit. He might have an early candidate for knockout of the year too, because he knocked out Rockman some crazy in his last fight on Pro Box. And he's a good fighter. He got some world rankings. Funny story, Justin Pardo was next in line to get the Keyshawn Davis fight. If y'all know they had issues with De Los Santos at first because his promoter wanted extra money and all that shit. Well, if De Los Santos would have pulled out again, that like for sure, it would have been Justin Pardo. So that tells you that he's in line or he's close to a world title shot if the champion got him on his short list. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. The girl I was talking about, Ellie Scotty. That's what I was talking about. Ellie Scotty, Matchroom let go of her, and she unified champion. So that's what it is. Emiliano Moreno versus Eric Bonet. Tough fight, yo. Bonet is a tough fighter. Been around for a while, rugged, can punch a little bit. That's not an easy fight for Moreno. And Moreno struggled in his last fight too, but he ended up getting a bogus TKO victory, I believe. But Bonet is good. He's going to come to fight. Michael Angeletti is on this card too. He's facing Coria. This is a tough fight for him. You know, I like Michael Angeletti. He's a good fighter. Fight at 118. But this is a tough fight for him. So yeah, y'all know Pro Box always bringing the smoke. A lot of good 50-50 fights and fun fights to watch for sure. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let me see. Yeah, Ellie Scott. Man, I appreciate that too. Appreciate that's what I was. That's the name I was looking for. Appreciate it. And so that tells me Eddie is out the game. You know what I'm saying? He's letting go champions, unified champions. That's nasty. And Katie Taylor fighting on MVP's platform 2 times in a row. He ain't even try to get on his platform. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Man, that's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. I hope so. If that's the case, then shit, it's gonna be good for the first 8 rounds. And after that, somebody gonna take over. Well, the first 4 rounds, I guess. Because after that, it was easy money for Floyd. Yeah, if he can stop Burgos, that's a feather in his cap. Nobody stopped Burgos. Paldo, yeah, Paldo, yeah, I like Paldo. I thought he beat Mordueño though. Honestly, I did. Upland LD, what's good with you, bro? Salute. All right, so what's probably the biggest fight card of the weekend? Keyshawn Davis versus De Los Santos, Mason Nakathila. We're gonna run up the card because we got a lot of good fights, and we're gonna touch on each and every one of them. All right, so we got some a lot of talent on this card, man. I like it. So you got Keon Davis. He's on the card. Welterweight. This is 4th fight. Keon fought last month in Omaha. So y'all probably missed it, but now he's 3-0 now. So he's looking to become 4-0. I like Keon. Keon's good. He's tall, real rangy, and can box, and he got some good power as well. Look out for Troy Isley. We haven't seen him in a minute, but Troy Isley is another good up-and-coming contender, middleweight contender, strong, from Virginia as well, so you're going to have some people down. So, yeah, Troy Isley is facing a guy, Antonio Tundi William from, I think he's from Brazil. So, yeah, this is a, solid fight for Troy Isley. Tiger Johnson, he got a good fight. He got Janelson Boca Chica. We know Boca Chica can punch. Been around for a minute, still kind of young and young fighter. Tiger Johnson at 47 in his last fight looked different. Looked like a whole different fighter to me. You know what I'm saying? He put the beats on Kendo Castaneda and stopped him to the body. Boca Chica, I think he on like a losing streak. I know he lost to the Quinn Randall recently, got outboxed, and he dropped Brian Norman. We remember that fight got stopped early due to a cut, but he was doing well in that fight. We're gonna see. He's a tough guy. He's gonna bring it. So if Tiger looked like he did in his last fight, that's gonna be saying something. You can compare his performance to the world champion because look like Norman was gonna struggle in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Yuri Cedeno, Top Rank just signed him. He looked real good, yo. He's a good fighter. Dominican, southpaw, strong, got a killer instinct. So Top Rank gonna start moving him in this middleweight division. He's on this card, Dominican. So, you know what I'm saying? Del Santos gonna have a homeboy on the card. That's what's up. But yeah, so Daniel is like that. He might win that fight. I mean, he has a potential to, but if Tiger fight like he fought his last fight, I don't see him winning. I'm just keeping it a buck. We gotta see. So yeah, so good talent. Now we got Kelvin Davis. Step up fight for him. He's facing Nahir Albright. We know Albright fought his brother Keyshawn. Gave him a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? So he's fighting at 140 in this fight against Kelvin. Step up fight, man. This is a good one. Nahir Albright can box. He can slow down the pace, and he got a good right hand. Kelvin is a lefty, so that right hand can be effective in this fight. Kevin, it's time for him to step up. I think he's a solid fighter, and he has been looking okay as of late. Early, I just thought he was just, blah to me. But actually, him fighting on Pro Box, and when Tyrone don't have nothing for him, he's allowed to go fight on Pro Box, and he actually been looking strong. He's big for 140. I seen him live at his last fight. I was at that Pro Box fight in Cali. He's a big guy for 40. This will be a good fight, man. This gonna be a good fight. Two guys boxing. Who gonna take the lead? Who gonna be aggressive? Sometimes Kelvin kind of lull you. Like sometimes like in the mid rounds, he don't do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe the home crowd can pump him up and have him fight with a sense of urgency. But this is a good fight. This is a good test for him. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no easy fight for Kevin Davis, so I'm looking forward to it. Oh my God, bro. Shit. Man, make it happen, bro. That would be crazy. Yo, that's a good ass fight. I'm with that. I was just thinking that. I think Yo-Yo is more ahead of him as far as like the politics and shit where he at. But yeah, that would be a hell of a fight. She said, I agree. JC, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yeah, nice step up fight. Yeah, it's a good fight for him. Good step up. But yeah, let's see how he's gonna look, man, because he been looking like Amado Vargas and shit. The weakest brother. We're gonna see. All right, so we have. Hold on. I want to get to Abdullah Mason first. So Abdullah Mason versus Nakathia. This is like more or less. I don't really call this a step up fight, but on paper it is. So I get it. But Abdullah Mason is number 2 in the WBO. He's number 4 in the WBC. This fight is more so about rankings. They just put Nakatia in number 11 in the WBO. So this could be effectively a title eliminator whenever they really want to make the fight or want Mason to fight for a world title. He's facing Nakathia, who is a long-rangey puncher. He gonna let that right hand go. If anything, he letting that right hand go. He's a solid, strong puncher. He's been stopped by Mikado and he was stopped by Ray Mortala. And why? Because those guys took it to him. And Mason, we know he's taking it to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what he do. So I expect another early stoppage victory too. Mason is like that. He's the future of the sport. We all know that. Talented, fast, strong, all that good shit. And he's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So it draw fans to him. I think, it's a good learning fight because this probably be the biggest puncher Well, the other guy was a big puncher too, Vasquez. Vasquez from Dominican Republic that dropped him. He was a big puncher too. If you looked at his resume coming up, but Nakatia is a big puncher too, but he's taller. This might be a guy he looking at eye to eye type shit. So we're gonna see. This is a good comparison fight for Mason to compare him to Ray Mortala. Now, y'all thought I was gonna say Keyshawn. Hell no. Ray Mortala got him up out there in 2 rounds. Ray Mortala is the IBF champion. He's going to be an IBF champion. That's what you compare this to. If he can run through him in 1 or like even 2 rounds, even if it's not that, it can be 4 rounds. I expect Abdullah Mason to put on a great performance, and I think Nakatia, he just going to be in no man's land trying to land that big right hand, and once he overreach, Mason going to get busy on him. I expect a highlight reel knockout. I ain't gonna hold you. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be good too. Because Mason, he been hella busy. You know what I'm saying? He can fight. He can fight. He been looking mid as hell. You talking about Kelvin? Yeah. Kelvin, man, let's see. Let's see if he turn it around. All right, main event. So probably the biggest fight of the weekend. Keyshawn Davis versus De Los Santos. De Los Santos coming off a long layoff, injuries, a trash ass performance against Shakur. He got a lot to prove. He didn't look good in that fight against Shakur. Um, you know, he was falling for a lot of bullshit in that fight, and he didn't really take it to Shakur. No matter what y'all say about running, whatever, it's your job to cut the ring off, especially with somebody that don't got no power, right? So I put the more onus on De Los Santos because he didn't really let his hands go. He ain't really try. To me, he didn't even try to win that fight. Now he can redeem himself. He getting an opportunity for another world title shot after that performance. So salute to his team for getting him that. De Los Santos is a power southpaw, good counterpuncher, got power in both hands. He can box, you know what I'm saying? And he's kind of tricky in there, tricky and explosive. When he's on his game, he can kind of slow down the opponent's offense because of his power and his timing as a counterpuncher. So he's going to have to do some of that. I know I can see him trying to catch Keyshawn in exchanges because Keyshawn like to fight. He like to get to it. He like to step to you when he can, but he's also smart too. But he don't mind exchanging, so he'll kind of risk a little more. So I think De Los Santos can have opportunities, but I would like to instead of him waiting for those opportunities, and because sometimes they may not come. I like to see him try to set up those opportunities. Stab jab to the body, get the jab going. You know what I'm saying? Walk him into some shots, but also set stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Use certain angles to maybe walk Keyshawn into some shit instead of you one punch at a time trying to counter punch. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's a dangerous fight early, but sometimes I look at boxing as who got the momentum and whose stock is up, whose stock is down. Right now, Keyshawn is on his shit right now. He's on his shit. If he fighting at home. He put on a spectacular performance at home. Good fight. He got an underrated resume. People killing his resume, but if you put those same opponents against your favorite fighters, the people that you really fuck with, you will give them props for fighting some of those guys. It's a lot. He's a good fighter, and he's doing what he's doing with solid competition, in my opinion. It's not like everybody else is fighting killer, 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 killer. Nope, ain't nobody doing that. So Keyshawn actually turned the curve after the Nahir Albright fight. He actually been looking better, more focused. I think he's gonna put on a good performance, but he's gonna be cautious early. Keyshawn's a good body puncher, and if he can push Edwin De Los Santos back, keep him on the back foot, and can time him when he's jumping in and reaching, he's gonna have a lot of success. But I think Keyshawn win. I think Keyshawn gonna win by decision though. I think I'll win by decision because I do believe De Los Santos is going to slow the pace down just a little bit, and it might not be the best action in the first couple of rounds. This is what I'm saying. It could be something different. I don't know, but I can see De Los Santos slowing down. He got a lot of shit to prove. He got he got a lot on the line too. So I don't see De Los Santos coming out there all reckless and shit. He gonna take his time and probably wait to see what Keyshawn gonna do. But I expect to see Keyshawn win the fight, something like 8-4, If you get the stoppage, that'd be dope. But I'm gonna pick decision though. You know what I'm saying? Good fight though. Good. It's a tricky fight for Keyshawn. Tricky fight. You know, because if he don't act right, Del Santos can't hurt him, and he can do some good things in that. So we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be a good one. I think Norfolk gonna be off the chain. It was crazy the first fight. I think it's gonna be crazy for this fight. So yeah. Evan Career on the line needs a good performance. Neither of them did, in my opinion. He said facts. Um, I have this. I would say Shakur did better because he finessed that guy. He's the big puncher, and he was injured. No, the guy's a big puncher. Shakur was injured. You let that dude fake you out your position. You have to say that guy fought better. He has power and explosiveness, but he doesn't have an IQ to save the punches. That might be a problem for him then. PJ's big dog. What's good with you, bro? Yeah, I think it goes to distance. I like Keyshawn by distance too. Yeah, I think he's gonna be cautious. You know what I'm saying? If he can get to that body of De Los Santos and invest, it could turn the tide. But Keyshawn, like he's on a high right now. Like y'all can see that shit off the screen. Whether you hit him or love him, that motherfucker. I like Keyshawn. I like how he fight too. He be bringing that shit. And with De Los Santos, it's gonna be a good one. You know, De Los Santos, when he lost to William Foster, that was more due to he was tired. You know, he got tired early in that fight, and then my man pieced him up and outboxed him, counterpunching. That was a clear victory for Will Foster. But other than that, him moving up to 35 probably helped De Los Santos out, making that weight at 130. But he is a big puncher, though. You know, he's a solid, crisp puncher, and it's gonna be dangerous because he's gonna be throwing some missiles at Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? I like Keyshawn too. He got that aura and charisma. Yeah, I'm telling you, he a star. He can be a star and put on this performance. And if he can get Del Santos up out of there, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. All right, we're moving to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Sunday we still got some boxing, early morning type shit though. We got Jay Abataya fighting in Australia, defending his IBF cruiserweight title. Here's the full card right here. Couple of fighters on this card to take note of. You got Terramona. He's a up and coming heavyweight prospect. Matchroom just signed him. You have Connor Wallace. He's an IBF number 2 rated contender. So if the IBF title becomes vacant at light heavyweight, Michael Eifert, who is the IBF mandatory, took step aside for the rematch for Beterbiev and Bivol. He's next in line. If that title becomes vacant, Connor Wallace can fight for the vacant title against Eifert. Connor Wallace also signed with Matchroom co-promotional deal. So those are the 2 guys on the card to look out for sure. But the main event, Jay Abataya, you know, he's a fun, action-packed fighter too. His fight he had in January, that's an early candidate for knockout of the year. Don't forget about that knockout because it happened in January. But Buddy was sleeping for about 3-4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I rate my knockouts by fighters who's sleeping. Like if you get knocked out, get caught with a crazy punch, and you down for 8, then you get up, then you not automatically you off my list. My list is like you sleep, like snoring type shit. That's how I rate my knockout of the year. Even if it's like an upset, like okay, it's an upset, and he landed a big right hand and he knocked him out, and then the guy got up and he didn't beat the count. Nah, bro. When you sleep, that's the one. That's on my list. I do my shit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Don't fault me for it. But Jay Abataya though, I think he's the best at cruiserweight. I like Zerto though, but I think Jay Abataya is the best. He's fighting this guy Sequoia just to stay active and keep the rust off. I like that him and Zerto is fighting a couple weeks apart. Zerto fighting June the 28th. So hopefully that is the big fight we can get for unification. But we'll see. But Jay Abataya, I mean, this guy, only thing is different is this guy is shorter. So it's like Jay Abataya been fighting guys around his height and shit like that. So maybe the guy may be a little bit tricky, a little bit harder to hit, maybe. But Jay Abataya gets to business. He be trying to get these dudes up out of there. So I expect another KO victory en route to a unification. I know Badu Jack got to do a rematch. So the only unification now is for him versus Zerto. And Zerto get past Dorlicos. So yes, sir. So this one early morning, you know what I'm saying, Australia time. It's gonna be live on the zone. So I don't know the times right now, but it's definitely if you got the zone, you know it's gonna be early as hell. So make sure you guys tap in if you're interested. But you gotta be interested. This Jay Abataya, this dude can fight his ass off. I'm looking forward to Keyshawn. Yeah, Keyshawn. Yes, sir. Yeah, I like that card too, bro. That's a good card. Yeah, by destruction. That's what I'm thinking too. By destruction. Abataya is the best at cruiserweight. I think so too. He might be the meanest finisher in boxing now for sure. Him, Crawford. I think Keyshawn is a mean finisher. Uh, who else? Oh, Fabio Warley. Fabio Warley too. When he gets you hurt, you up out of there. Wilder used to be, but he lost. You know what I'm saying? He lost his shit. Let's see if he got it back on June 27th. All right, stand with Sunday, early morning from Japan. We got another good fighter and good fights on this card too. But this is Junto Nakatani unifying with Ryo Nashida. This is gonna be a good one. First, we got Tenshin Nakasawa. This kid right here been impressing me every time out. I ain't taking him seriously, yo, but I've been taking him seriously as of late. He can box, yo. He's a good fighter. He coming from that MMA world, no kickboxing world. He had an exhibition against Floyd and shit like y'all remember that. But since then, as a pro boxer, tension been going crazy. He beat former world champion Jason Maloney. You know what I'm saying? So he been on his shit. I like him. He's number one in the WBC. He got a high ranking across the board. He's facing a tough opponent though. He got Victor Santillan from Dominican Republic. So the Dominican Republic gonna be well represented this weekend. You have Edwin De Los Santos, you got Yuri Cedeno, and you got this kid right here, Victor Santillan, who is a good fighter too. He fights in that mode too. He's a southpaw. Ironically enough, three southpaw Dominicans. He gonna give Tension a tough fight. I think this is gonna be his toughest fight, but we're gonna see. Tension been doing some good things, boxing real well, using the ring real well, counter punching. You know, this gonna be a good one though. And this is probably the last fight for Tension to have before a world title. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna stop him, bro. That's props right there. Let me get to it. He said Tension he gonna stop him. Okay, I want to see that then. Yeah, he did him crazy for sure. He did. So so Tension is like the biggest star in Japan too. So him versus Nakatani, shit, him versus anyway, it's probably like the biggest fight over there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a big star. He's a bigger star than them two. So let's see. All right, main event. You got battle of two Southpaw champions. Nakatani versus Nashida. This is a WBC IBF unification. You know what I'm saying? So two of the best in the division, probably one or two maybe. Yeah. Um, Good fight though. Nakatani is just he's just something different. You know what I'm saying? I love the way he fight. You know, very offensive, solid defensively, can be better, but his offense is tough. He got knockouts in all different type of varieties. Straight left hand, right hook, hook to the body, jab to the body. Like Nakatani is in his prime right now, and he's gonna be hard to beat. Now Nishida, gotta give him props. He outboxed the shit out of Manny Rodriguez, who I thought that was an upset too. But he's a good boxer too. A good boxer, patient, do a lot of good things in the ring. I think it can be kind of a crafty type of fight. Nakatani got that. He got that kill switch though. He can turn it on. You know what I'm saying? He can give you different looks, but he can also get you up out of there at the drop of the hat. So this a good one, man. Unification. This is what we want in boxing, right? The best fighting the best, and this is a perfect example of that. Nakatani versus Nishida should be a good fight. So that's what it is. This is a Sunday morning from Japan, live on ESPN Plus. Y'all catch these ESPN Plus cards, these boxing cards while y'all can, because after July the 26th, Xander Zayas and Shushu, that's it for ESPN top rank. You know what I'm saying? So catch some shits while you can. And here's another card. on ESPN Plus from Italy. So if you guys want to tap in, if you love boxing on a Sunday, I like to watch boxing every day. So here's another opportunity for you guys to watch some boxing. Like I said, the contract with Top Rank and ESPN about to end in a month. So this one from Italy, Turchin, he's a cruiserweight. He's headlining this show. Grandella, he is a featherweight. I think he was like a European champion. He's on the card. You got one of Top Rank's guys. He's on this card. Metcalf, he's on this card too. So this is why they showing this card on ESPN Plus. So on Sunday. So you guys don't got shit to do. Here you go. All right. So that's what it is, man. A lot of stuff in boxing. I thought they had to August. I mean, well, their last show is July 26th, and they don't have a deal as of yet. And then they'll probably start uh, their new schedule with their new platform probably like late September. Football season about to pop off, so probably late September. So yeah, so basically it's the same thing, August, July, but that's their last card though, July 26th for sure, with Xander Zayas and Shushu and Emiliano Vargas. That's why it's so crazy that Teofimo turned down this opportunity with Devin Haney, because he gonna fuck around and be like, he probably ain't gonna have no fight, because Top Rank, depending on how their deal is, it's not like, can they believe in him to open up their new deal with Teofimo, or maybe they open up their new deal with a Keyshawn Davis or shit, Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying? If you go when they go into these new companies and doing these networks, the networks want the best fighters. Amazon Prime want Tank Davis. They want the top fighters that you got. If you come over there and give me Teofimo, who is erratic at best, you know what I'm saying? He might have to sit on the shelf type shit. He already was talking about leaving Top Rank and suing them and all this and all that. So we're gonna see. That's crazy, but that's another story. We'll see. But that's what it is, though. A lot of boxing for everybody. So if you love what happens in the ring, in the sport of boxing, in the business of boxing, you're gonna have a lot of opportunities to watch a lot of fights. I said, Justin, what's good with you, bro? So you're gonna have a lot of opportunities to watch fights from all across the world. I can do a quick recap though before I close it out. A lot of fights. So we're gonna start with June the 5th on ESPN Plus. This fight is up in Canada. You have Albert Ramirez headline the show. He's a top light heavyweight. I like him. I think he can get. I think he can do some. I don't think he'll beat Benavidez, but if Benavidez chose him, that's a solid opponent. I'm gonna say that right now. So you catch us on ESPN Plus. We got Josh Kelly is back fighting in the UK. He's actually close to a world title. We'll see if he actually get to that point. We have Red Owl Boxing on June the 6th on the Zone. This is like a prospect series, so you guys can have boxing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is the start of it. This is the Hall of Fame weekend card promoted by Salida Promotions. Brandon Moore. You have Franchon Cruz on this card. You got a couple of 50-50 fights. Hicks versus Toussaint. Pagan versus Bernardo. This is a good card too. Solid. This is Friday night too. Kick off the Hall of Fame weekend. Here's another card from the Zone, off the radar type shit, but boxing is boxing to me. I don't care who fight. I'm trying to learn these guys' names and shit. This is from Ukraine, and you can catch this on the Zone. Here's another the Zone card from Germany. Heavyweight guys fighting. You know what I'm saying? So another opportunity to get to know some of these guys. This card right here, Simpson versus Zuko. We're gonna watch this live in the U.S. on Prime Video, Amazon Prime. So yeah, y'all tap in for sure. I'm looking forward to it because I believe this day and time, if it's boxing, all boxing should have some type of US TV. It shouldn't be like we shouldn't have to stream nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to go to the dark web on shit no more, because all this content and this availability, everything should be open for everybody. You feel me? But yeah, Callum Smith, watch out for him. He's a good up and coming super middleweight. I like him. Fabio Worley versus Justice Huey. This one will be on the Zone. This is for the WBA interim title fight. Late replacement for Justice Huey, replacing Jarrell Miller, but he still can fight, And Worley, he's just a silent big puncher. He's fighting in his hometown, so stadium fight too. Speaking of stadium, this one is at Fenway Park in Boston. This card is live on the zone. You got O'Toole as the main event. You got Abraham Nova. If you guys wonder where he been at, there you go, because he got released by Top Rank. He's on the card. Jair Brown. So you can catch this live on the zone as well from the baseball stadium. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how that venue looks for sure. Beatrice Fiera is back defending her IBF title. This is a MVP show on the zone. So yeah, a lot of young guys on this card too. Tap in. Pro Box, man, it must be something going on June the 7th, because it's hella cards on June 7th. Here's Pro Box once again. Y'all know I be loving Pro Box. You got the main event, Justin Paldo versus Juan Carlos Burgos. Burgos fought everybody. Everybody. Never been stopped. From Mikey Garcia all the way to Andy Cruz. Never been stopped. We're gonna see if Paldo can do the job. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the biggest card of the weekend, Keyshawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos for the WBO title. First title defense for Keyshawn back at home in Norfolk. That shit was crazy when he fought Lemos. I think it's going to be even better this time. Abdullah Mason versus Nakatia. This is like this fight is more so about the rankings to me. To me, I don't think it's so much of a step up. Maybe probably names, but I think Mason gonna get busy on Nakathia. We got some good talent on this card. We got DB3, Keon, Kelvin. Kelvin got a step up fight against Albright. We got Tiger Johnson versus Boca Chica. We got Troy Isley on the card. We got that Dominican Yuri Cedeno. Yo, this is a good card, yo. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. All these guys right here. It's gonna be fun. Look at all these guys, all this talent right here, young talent. And I think all these guys are like 27 and below. You know what I'm saying? 28 and below type shit. That's what's up, young guys. And then Sunday, so we still got boxing. We got Jay Abataya early in the morning from Australia defending his IBF title. You know what I'm saying? Another fun fighter. He's number one in his division, so it's always important to watch these guys that's at the top of their division. So yeah, tap in with that. Sticking with Sunday morning, we got Junto Nakatani versus Ryo Nishida. This is a unification at 118 pounds. WBC IBF. That's a great fight. Two southpaws. That's a good one. ESPN Plus, so you guys can tap in. Tension, he got a tough fight too. Tension Nakasawa versus Victor Satian. And yeah, man, it's boxing all day. I'm loving it all weekend. And then this is the last one. This is from Italy. Catch it on ESPN Plus. Y'all know Tyrank and ESPN, they about to, end their relationship, after the Xander Zayas fight in July. So we get opportunity to watch some boxing. I'm always down for it. So that's what it is. Hopefully everybody can watch what you can. I know it's a lot of shit, but we can always go back and watch. If you mix some shit, go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. T.O. Ducking. Yeah, yeah, I think so, because I think so. It's too much shit going on with it. He don't want to fight Devin Haney. He been not want to fight Devin Haney. Oh, no problem, Drag Queen Boxing. Salute to you. Tom Brown, salute. She said, damn. Boca Chica, Albright, Alive Dogs. Man, I'm with that. I'm with that analysis. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see. I think Albright is more liver based on how Tiger Johnson looked at his first fight at 147. I will say that. But let's see. These guys need a test. You love making me get up early. yeah, come on up. Now Sheila is a beast, but Nakatani's sleeping him. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, get on up and watch this boxing, or you can catch it on the playback, either or. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before too. Ain't no shame. But I want to salute everybody coming through. ESPN dropping boxing too. It's sad with PBC and Top Rank be on Prime. I'm not sure what Top Rank gonna go. To my understanding, Top Rank wanted to do multiple platforms. So we'll see. I mean, look, I don't care if they can drop out of boxing. Too easy for me. I don't feel sad. If they telling me I can't watch no more boxing, now I'd be pissed off. But if they going somewhere else, I don't care about that shit. If it's available to watch for me, I look at it differently. I understand the dynamic, big platform, getting rid of boxing, I got you. But go somewhere else so I can watch this shit. Don't be crazy on your subscription either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with it. I'm betting on Auburn. Let's go. I mean, I think he has a better chance. He do have a good chance to beat um, Davis, Kelvin Davis, but we're gonna see. That's why they make the fights. Salute to everybody coming through the building, man. I appreciate you guys' time. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Salute to the playback. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys' time. If you need a reference to the schedule, you can go to my website, ldustboxing.com, just to see where the fight's at and stuff like that. And yeah, it's gonna be a big weekend of boxing. I can't wait. I can't wait too. It's gonna be crazy. So salute to everybody coming through. That's my time, and I'm out.